Hello everyone. Today I am going to show you my website that's called the Healthy Recipe Hub. A clean, stylish and fully responsive site built entirely with just HTML and CSS. At the top here we have the header with the website name, that's the Recipe Hub, and a tagline that says eat clean, stay fit and live well. Just below the header, we have the navigation bar with links like home, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and contact. On desktop, it appears to be in a row, but on mobile, it appears to be stacked vertically. It appears vertically stacked, and I'd like to show you here. As you can see, the navigation, the links are vertically stacked for easy access on mobile. So let's go back. So the next thing I'd like to show you next is the hero section, and in the hero section I used a very beautiful background image that is semi-transparent with a semi-transparent overlay. So over here you can see, as you can see, this looks semi-transparent and it's like translucent, almost translucent. Yes, and actually there's some text that says this covers tasty and nutritious food. So yeah, this is very catchy and it catches the eye of the visitor and actually allows them to stay in the website for a bit. Yes, and now we have the recipe section, and each recipe is displayed on a card with an image, title and short description. For example, there's the avocado toast with the description under just below it. Yes, so you can see I've highlighted the description. Finally, the website also includes a footer with the copyright information, completing the professional look for this website. Now, the best part of this website is that it's fully responsive, meaning it looks amazing on desktop, tablet and mobile devices. On a smaller screen, the recipe stacks vertically, the navigation bar adjusts, and all text buttons stay readable. And let me show you how that looks like. So over here, as you can see, our navigation bar is stacked vertically. I showed you previously. Now our recipe section also vertically stacked, and everything stays beautiful and readable, clear to the visitor, doesn't look cramped and all that. So now let's get to on. So now today I'd like to walk you through this video showing you how I built each part of this website from scratch. So let's move. So yeah, we're back again, and as you can see, this is our HTML. This is our website structure. In here we have our HTML index.html file, the photos we use for the website, and down below you can see our style sheet, our CSS file. So yeah, let's get down to it. So yeah, so I'd like to go through, this is a skeleton for the website, so I'd like to go through. And this tells us that we're using the doc type HTML exclamation mark doc type HTML. Tells the browser that we're using HTML5, and the HTML, the lang in EN, shows that the website language is English. So yeah, and in the head section, all the links that we'll be needing in this website are placed in the head section, and the meta chars UTF-8 allows special character encoding. The viewport makes the website responsive on phones. The title shows the name of the website on the browser tab, and then the link rel connects our style sheet to the HTML. So let's go down to the body. So our navbar section. Okay, so we have in our header section, in the body section we have the header, we have our nav bar, the section, the hero section, the recipe section, the card section, that is the recipe card sections, and they are all grouped under one bigger section tag also. So let me go through. So this header section over here is the top section of the website, our topmost, where we displayed the name of the website, and also a few paragraph of what our website was, the description of what our website was. And now we come to the nav bar. This stores our links, our navigation links. In here you can see it's not linked to anything. That's why I place a hash over there, so when you click them it won't take you to any other page because they are not linked to any other page. The href over here allows you to place a link to a different file, as you can see over here in our style sheet. So if I should click it, it will take us to our style sheet. So I hope you understand it. And now we are at the hero section. This hero section was where we displayed a few texts with a semi-transparent background, as you can see. And here in this bigger section we have our recipe section, and inside the recipe section you can see our recipe cards. As you can see, there are 3. That's done. And the last part will be our photo section, where we displayed a paragraph, So yeah, let's head down to our CSS file. So yeah, this is our CSS file, the file that we use to style our HTML. So in here we got the body. This is the body, and notice they weren't called. We just called the tags without specifying whether they were a class or an ID, because the body didn't have an ID or class. So here we give it a margin of 0. Give it a margin of 0. That means the space outside the element and between the body element to browser. There's no space between them. Font family of Poppins and sans serif. We give it a background of white and a text color of black. Also, this is our header style. Give it a background of white, green, also white spaces. We give it white spaces in we'll give it a white color, and the text, we center the text, also a padding of 40 px and 10 px. And now we come to our navigation, the URLs. Notice the URL stands for one or the list style. That means that we are not using any list style. We give it of none. That is, we can do it numbered. There could be list of numbered or bulleted. Yeah, but we choose none because we like to display, and then also displayed it in a flex position. That means displayed it in a horizontal manner for us, and we justified our content that is horizontally in center, and also we give it a background of white, padding of 10 px, and no margin. That is the space between it and the space between our elements and the borders is 0. And also when we come back to the links, that is, we start them, we give them a color of black. You notice the E stands for anchor. That is the link tag, as you can see over here. Yeah. So yeah, we give it a color of black. That means the text is supposed to be in black. No text decoration, margin of 0 and 15 ps. Our font weight is bold, and now we added a hover to it. So anytime we hover over any of the links, it should change, give us a green display. And then our hero section, where we defined our semi transparent image. Yeah, so we centered our textures, gave it a pattern of 50-40 px. In our background, we added a little bit of the green. That was what gave us the background, the transparent green. And as we use this photo, as you can see, this is the photo we use. So yeah, we gave it a color, so our textures were all supposed to be in white. And let's move on to our recipe. Our recipe, we displayed our recipes in flex, and then flex wrap means anytime we shrink the screen, anytime the screen is shrink, it wraps around, it wraps. That means it falls in the perfect order and looks presentable. We justified our content as horizontally in center and give it a pattern of 30 px, and now the gap between our elements was 20 px. Now we came to the card style. Notice we gave it a class, so styling with the class, give it a width of 300 px, background of white, give it a border radius as the rounded edge. When it wasn't rounded, it wasn't much rounded, so we give it like a 10 px. Overflow, we give it a hidden box shadow and a transition and transform. Also we gave our card over, so anytime we hover over our card, it pops up like to like a -5 px. We give our card also our images that we use for the cards a width of 100%, height of 200 pixels, and we made that object fit a cover. And now we over add card heading, that's the H3, that's the header 3, smallest side of each one, and H2. So yeah, we give it the margin of 10 px, color of green. We're moving over to our card paragraph, give it a margin of 10 px and a font size of 10. Yeah. Then we over to a footer, background of green color, text color white, text align, padding 15 px, margin top 20 px, so it shifts the element shift the element 20 pixels to the bottom. So now this is our mobile responsive part of the code. This is what makes our code looks mobile responsive. So on mobile, that's how it allows. So yeah, we set in the way that when the max width is 600 pixels, so when we shrink to a size of 600 pixels, then the following styles inside this should display. That is, our nav bar flex direction will be in column, so it will align itself in a column, and then the gap will be 10 pixels. All the textures will be centered, and then our recipes will flex direction also in column. That is, when we shrink the screen to 600 pixel, like I showed you, it will all fall in a column, vertical column manner, in a vertical form. Also our card width also be 100%. That is, nothing happens to it, it just fits, the width just fits as the screen shrinks. Hero section also gets a pattern of 30 px and 10 px, that shifts from the left and the right. And the header also, we change the size so as well for the header paragraph. So that will be all for this video, and I'd like to know your thoughts on this. And that is it. We successfully built a healthy recipe website using only HTML and CSS. So you can feel free to add any more recipes, create separate pages, or even add a JavaScript editor for search features. If you enjoyed this tutorial, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment on the tutorial you want next. Thank you.